In one of our recent videos, we spoke about how OTT streaming is different than watching movie using Blu-ray, and we saw a huge amount of discussion revolved around it. And some people even came up with a suggestion that why not use a localized content on a hard drive to play this. And that is what brings me to the topic for today's video, which is three different content sources that you can enjoy in your home theater system. The first one is an OTT player, the second one is a media player, and the third one is a Blu-ray player. So let's get on. So let us start with the OTT players. Now I'm sure most of you would either be using the Fire TV Stick 4K or an Apple TV 4K device to stream most of the content that is available online. Now what I mean by online? Well, we have got most of the subscription apps like Netflix, Disney Hotstar, Amazon Prime, Sony Live, Z5 and whatnot. Now all of this content is available in these small devices which are extremely friendly to use, making this one of the most convenient and accessible product in the market out there to give you a vast content library as well. But now let us also look at the video and the audio quality in these devices. Now when we talk about video and audio quality, as mentioned in one of our previous videos, we learned that these products, though they give Dolby Atmos and 4K compatibility, they may not give a best lossless output, which means that these are compressed versions of the main content which is not to the best of its format, yet can work in most of the easy cases. The other two factors when it comes to OTT players is the internet dependence and the cost. Now internet dependence, well, these cannot run without them. That's like their oxygen, and we all get frustrated when you see that buffering icon on the screen and you do not want that. That is probably one of the drawbacks of this. So if you don't have a reliable internet connection, then you might get frustrated with most of these OTT streaming players. And when it comes to the cost, well, as I mentioned at the start, that these products are the most cost-effective options that gives you a wide range of library access. For instance, the Fire TV Stick 4K retails somewhere around 6,000 rupees and the Apple TV 4K retails somewhere around 16,900 rupees in the Indian market, making them one of the most convenient and the easy to buy products for your home theater setup. But when it comes to the best audio and the video quality, well, nothing can beat these legends, which are the Blu-ray discs, which can offer some of the best experience in your home theater system. Now, especially if you are spending very high amount on your home theater setup, you do not want to compromise on the output quality of your speakers or on your projector by going for just an OTT player, and that is why creating your own library of Blu-ray discs is very much recommended. And what you need to play this, well, you need a good Blu-ray player. Now Blu-ray players are available from mostly two brands. One is Panasonic, one is Sony, and both these brands have got models starting from as low as 10,000 rupees, and the best ones will be somewhere around 55 to 60,000 rupees. Now if you want to go still one step above to the range of Oppo Blu-ray players, now I know some of you would remember this iconic brand. So Oppo Blu-ray players, they have now got a different brand which is called Magnetar, making some of the finest Blu-ray players which are starting from a lakh of rupees as well. Now all of these Blu-ray players are expensive. Along with that, the cost of these individual Blu-ray discs is also very high. But what you get is a sense of ownership. You also start making an effort to be a great home theater fan by collecting these rare collectibles and making your own library. Now apart from the main content, what you also get to have with Blu-ray discs is that you get an access to some of the additional footage, behind the scenes, director's cut, etc. Now that also is a rare treasure that you can get with these Blu-ray discs. Also, if you see, most of the Blu-ray players today have got an access or an app support for Netflix, Amazon Prime and YouTube. Now I know these might be limited, and if you need an access to more apps, you may have to still end up buying one more device in your home theater system, which is the OTT player. Now one of the most common complaints with the people who have got Blu-ray discs is that I cannot really source good collection of Blu-rays because they are now getting obsolete from the markets. Like we rarely see any offers running on Amazon, or we don't even see most of our Hindi titles coming in Blu-ray disc. Now to those people, who do not probably have the access to Blu-ray collection but still do not want to just settle in for OTT players, then there comes these products which are the media players, which is this one is for instance the Z2 Z9X Pro media player, and over here we have got the Dune model as well. Now both of these brands are one of the legends again in the media player segment, and they have got some of the best products which supports most formats. Okay, none of the Blu-ray players, none of your OTT players will support that kind of range as much as any media player will support. So this is an additional advantage when you buy a media player in your home theater setup. And what you need is a localized content. Now what do I mean by localized content? Well, it can be over your server, or you can have a physical hard drive storage as well, which you can connect to these media players and enjoy the same library access that you have got on these localized platforms. Now while most of the media players have got some amazing custom user interfaces and they offer a great control for playback, it also has got a feature wherein you can have an Android built-in devices and they can give you an access to most of the OTT platforms as well. So you can simply download them, though some of them may not have the access to Netflix, for which you might have to again spend some extra money on an OTT player. Now while we saw the three differences between the OTT player, media player and the Blu-ray player, there are two products which fits into multiple categories. The first one is the NVIDIA Shield TV Pro, which is a combination of OTT player and a media player. And the second one is a PlayStation 5 gaming console, which is a combination of Blu-ray player and a media player. Now most of you by now must have figured out that what source do you really need in a home theater system. However, if I am supposed to design a great home theater system, I would advise very much these three things. The first one is an Apple TV 4K for streaming the OTT content. The second one is a Panasonic 820 or a Sony UBP X800 Blu-ray player, and the third one is a Z2 Z9X Pro media player. All of these three for enjoying the wide variety of content that I may have over an OTT platform or over a localized platform like hard drive or a Blu-ray collection that I would definitely want to build up someday. Now, if these are your plans too, let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That's it from my end. I, Tanmay Mehta, your home cinema consultant or home theater wale bhaiya, will see you again in the next video.